Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to March 2026. What are you playing? Of games my mom found. I am Mike Albertin, who's been playing some games with me tonight.
I'm Michael Colby from Jack Billings Presents.
This is Ron Huntone. You probably heard me before, and here I am again.
Yeah. Welcome, both of you guys, and thank you for... We can make this happen. It only took me like 3 months to make it work for both of you.
Hey, it happens.
Scheduling sucks sometimes, and my schedule sucks too. So as we do every month, we're here to talk about some games we've been playing, movies we've been watching, and TV we've been consuming. And I'll go first. So apparently I gave into one of my old drugs, but thankfully not a mobile game. I started playing Vampire Survivors again.
Yeah,
That's not fair. That's absolutely a mobile game. I know. I have it on my iPad.
Yeah, but it's not Marvel Snap.
You can play it on your phone. I have it on my phone, my computer, my PlayStation, my Xbox. I have it on everything.
I play it on Steam Deck the way it's meant to be played.
Yes, actually, that's absolutely true. That is absolutely fair.
So, yeah, I mean, it's Vampire Survivors. Because they added achievements, and I never finished up, even since the Castlevania days, when they added that DLC, and they've added DLC since then, so I just kind of been messing around with it again. We'll see, this might last me about a week before I'm like, okay, time to put this down again. But, man, it's still great. This game is just amazing. I don't know why.
It's so good. Numbers go up, man. Numbers go up, baby.
They go up a lot. And I had a weird dream that's relevant to this. I was thinking about Marvel Snap, and I remembered I don't even know how to play Marvel Snap anymore. And I'm okay with that. I couldn't remember how to play it. I had a dream about it. I'm like, wait, I don't know how to play Marvel Snap anymore. And I'm like, keep it that way, Mike. Don't look it up. Nope. Just walk away.
Yep, correct.
I haven't touched it in a while, and I'm not willing to go back to that addiction.
Yeah, good. If you need, if you need something to play on your phone, Vampire Survivors is free on there, and you can link it to your Steam, so you can keep your progress on your phone version.
I have a Steam Deck, and the times that I would play it on my phone, the Steam Deck is also, so the Steam Deck just goes in my hands instead.
Okay. I'm just saying. I'm telling the people out there, if you...
I could start it over again, make a brand new save, put another 200 hours into it, huh?
There you go. No. Oh, Marvel Snap? No, don't do that.
No, Vampire Survivors. I can't go back to Marvel Snap. I'm so far behind in that game now. If I went back, it would not be pretty for me. No way in hell. I'm done. I pulled that needle right out and said, no more Snappy. Good game, but no. But yeah, I just thought it was funny. I actually have no idea how to play it anymore. Like, I forgot how the game works. And I didn't look it up, nor will I, because I've even blocked every time Facebook tries to show me Marvel Snap, I block it immediately. I'm like, no, I don't want to see this. We ain't going back.
Like, nope.
No drugs again. I spent too much money on that stupid game. I did too. I used to buy variant packs and stuff, and I'm like, what am I doing? That's the only time I've ever been that hooked into a mobile game. So, no, thank you. But yeah, that's all I've been playing. Colby, what's some games you've been up to?
Oh, I have a couple. I'm going to save the big one that it's not a big game, but it's the one I've been playing the most. I will say that I have been streaming from time to time on twitch.tv/I love this terrible game. And the thing that I've been streaming is, have you ever heard of Unfair Flips?
No.
Okay, this is a coin flip game where the point of the game is to get 10 heads in a row. That's how you win. But you start the game off with a 20% chance of getting heads. And then as you build up money, as you get heads, you build up money, and there's like upgrades that you can do. And you can upgrade it so that you get better chances of getting heads. It's a very simplistic game, but right now I'm streaming myself trying to get 10 heads in a row with the original 20% chance of getting heads.
Oh boy.
All right, that seems unlikely.
Yeah, I know. That's why
that's
why I'm streaming
if you do it long enough, eventually it'll happen.
That's what I'm figuring. I'm not doing like a crazy, I'm not stopping streaming until I get the 10.
What's the highest you've gotten to so far?
4.
4. Okay. Well, see, here's the thing.
The highest.
See, here's the thing. I mean, assuming it's doing the randomness at least somewhat properly,
Mm-hmm.
every flip essentially resets your probability.
Yes.
So you could be at 4 in a row and be just as close or just as far away as when you're at like 9 in a row.
Yep. And that's why it's so like the game's not engaging at all. It's kind of ugly. But it is like it keeps a track on the side of like what your flips have been, and then it'll give you a little bit of commentary every once in a while, and like just some, and the writing is really good in it. Like, I feel weird saying that the writing is good, but like
I was thinking the same thing.
It has
because
writing. Is there some sort of lore here? Are you like fighting a demon?
Nope.
Coin flips?
There's no lore. It's just in the little section where it's keeping track. Like every once in a while, it'll just have a little like a little like thing that like encourages you to keep going, or like talking about how they made the game or why they made the game. And I'm like, this is interesting stuff. It's just enough to keep it, interesting. But like it's not a lot of writing. It's just a silly coin flip game where you're not.
How did you find this?
I mean,
I don't remember.
There's like all sorts of those games out now. Ever since Balatro got big, like there's just been a ton of things that are like based off of a similar concept where it's just like, here's like some game or something and apply modifiers to make a thing happen.
Yeah, I think it's also I think it's also my algorithm on Steam, because I play a lot of card games and I also play a lot of idle games and clickers, and this is like a good clicker.
Okay.
So I think that's how I ended up with that one.
It's strange.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters.
I wouldn't even say I'm having fun.
He's just killing time.
It is very much a killing time thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Vampire Survivors is too, a little bit. So
yeah, absolutely.
Because it is one game that I can play while I'm doing other more important things, and I don't have to worry about it, but it makes me feel better.
Like how you're playing it right now?
Absolutely, I am. Yes. Well, to be fair, I don't know if playing is the correct word. I'm running around as a giant chicken trying to eat other chickens so I can eventually get an achievement.
You're doing that one, okay?
Yeah, I tried it yesterday or a couple days ago, and I played for half an hour. Like, I must have enough chickens by now. Yeah, I did not.
You would think so. That one takes a while.
So we're gonna play for over an hour. That endless mode should be on, better be on, and we'll find. And if I should get it by then.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I was kind of upset because there's no counter to tell me I'm not going to count how many chickens I eat.
Yeah.
You can't. I can't even see the screen. So how am I going to count?
Yeah. So that's unflare flips.
But I have a question. Does it make you feel like Two-Face and Batman and Robin?
It makes you feel like Two-Face if the flip almost always went the way you didn't want it to go.
It's Two-Face in his off time when he's...
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, in Batman and Robin, he dies because Batman throws a bunch of coins at him and he gets confused and falls to his death. So the movie is so stupid. That's
a really bad movie.
Yes, it is. Also on this podcast. Go check it out.
I like Jim Carrey. I think that's the most obnoxious Jim Carrey has ever been.
So did Tommy Lee Jones. Thought the same thing too.
Yeah, I can imagine. The longer I live, the more I agree with Tommy Lee Jones.
And Ron, what's some other games you've been playing?
Well, I got a bunch. Well, speaking of killing demons, I've been getting back into Diablo 2 Resurrected because the new class dropped, the Warlock. Although I haven't been playing that class. Been playing another one.
Got you back in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've just been doing it, just leveling the character up.
Numbers go up.
Yep.
Yeah. Numbers go up is a great genre of video games.
And then I don't know, guess it. And then I've been playing through Resident Evil 6 again for another thing I'm going to be on.
My condolences.
I remember it being an incoherent mess back when it came out, and that still applies.
Man, who would have guessed?
It's just, man, but I mean, like, it's not the worst. Like it plays fine, but if you even try to just be like, okay, I just want to like understand the basic plot progression, it doesn't work.
To understand a plot progression, you have to have the people that wrote it understand what they're writing first.
I'm not convinced they did.
I don't think they did either. I've beaten that game once.
I've always said that the biggest sin that Resident Evil 6 commits is that it's too long. It tried too much. If it would have been one of those segments, I probably would have liked it.
The biggest thing to me, honestly, is that the game just won't stop and like breathe for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally, you're just like constantly running forward. You shoot some guys, a cutscene happens, a boss fight happens, and then cutscene, and then you run forward, and then more shooting, and it's like new set piece. Oh no, explosions, more monsters. And it's like I finished one of the campaigns today, and like I swear the last 2 hours it was just non-stop, and it's like guys, can we take a break for 5 minutes? Like, I don't know, let me like explore an area a little bit. Nope.
I think Resident Evil was a slow-moving horror game at one time. That's crazy talk.
You gotta punch a boulder. You gotta punch that boulder.
Didn't you do 5 with Mario on his podcast a long time ago?
I did 5 with Mario on his podcast, and he sure did try to defend that thing. And...
He did too on the episode we did, and we just...
Okay, so RE5, I mean, I was coming off of that. For that, I was coming off of Evil Within, which I did not like, and RE5 looks like a masterpiece next to Evil Within.
Okay, are you the one I was arguing on the Discord about with that?
Probably not. I don't really.
I hate Evil Within also, for the record. But.
Okay, because I love the Evil Within. I think that game is brilliant. I think that's like up there, top tier survival horror.
Too many instant kills. That's my problem.
But anyway, yeah, I definitely have not been playing Evil Within. But as for some other games, this is probably covering a bit of a longer time span, because since you've been trying so long to get me on, I was playing some Hades 2, which I did enjoy, but for some reason, even though this is totally like antithetical to how the game works, I finally had a run where I beat it, and I was just like, okay, I'm done. And then I put it down, and I was fine with it.
Something that happens. Like, you just gotta walk away.
I was just like, yeah, that was fun. And like the first game, like I played it and I did a whole lot of runs, even beating it multiple times on the higher difficulties. But with Hades 2, I was like, yeah, I really liked that, but I beat it and I'm done with it. Then I tried playing through Signalis.
How was that?
Well, I wound up putting it down because there's a section in the game where you have to explore an area without a map, and you kind of have to like find these very specific things, and sometimes it's difficult to see where the doors are. And like I got partway through it and put it down and then came back, and I was just completely lost. And like I was still lost even after like looking up a guide for the section. So I put that down.
Yeah, then it's hard to come back. The way I do stuff like that is I literally watch a YouTube video and do exactly what they do.
We'll see. Like the thing is it was just like I started it on my own, and like I got partway through it, and then I'm like, I'm gonna take a break and come back, and then I come back and I'm like,
you've no idea where you've been.
I don't it was hard to figure out where I was and what I had done, and like I couldn't just like hop into a guide and like start it, because even getting back to the starting point then wasn't really feasible. So I wound up putting it down. It wasn't a big deal. I'm probably gonna make someone mad out there when I say that like what I played up to the point of that wasn't that impressive in terms of being survival horror from what I saw. Yeah. Now to be fair, I was going into it having watched a couple videos about it, but I'm like okay, it's like waifu king in yellow body horror. Okay, good.
I just know Phoebe talked about it before.
I was just going to shout out Phoebe got me back into it after not super enjoying it the first time I tried to play it.
Yeah, I mean it might be something at some point I'd sit down and just go through it and maybe I enjoy it again, but
yeah, Phoebe got me to play it again and I really enjoyed it that second time.
Yeah, it might just be something at some point.
Yes, it is. It's reminiscent of old school survival horror, which probably wasn't in the mood for the first time I tried it, but then was in the mood for when I went back to it. And
yeah, that's probably just the case of it.
Yeah, if it's the type of thing that, yeah, you need to be in the mood for it. So if you ever get the itch and you're like, oh, I want to play Resident Evil 1 again, try that. try
yeah,
it then.
I mean, a lot of times if I do that, I actually have copies of like RE2 and RE3, so I'll just play those.
Yeah.
But this is something new in the same style, so.
That's what I mean. That's the kind of mindset you have to be in. You have to be in I'm ready to play Resident Evil 2 original, and then, you try that and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that sort of scratches the same itch.
Yeah. So, but then other than that, I was playing through a bunch of Dark Souls 2 again. I was just in a bit of a slump, and I'm just like, I need something to play while I tide myself over here, and I got partway through it. I got up to the Shrine of Amana, and then I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with this, so I moved on.
Shrine of Amana near the end?
Sort of. Not
That's
really.
That's the part with the water wizards that shoot at you from a while away, and you can fall to your death.
Three quarters of the way through.
Okay. Well, I mean, that also depends on if you have DLC or not. If you're doing the DLC, it's not even close.
No, I know. Yeah, no, the DLC is huge in that game.
We don't talk about the DLC here. We're a vanilla Dark Souls 2 podcast.
But I mean, I've beaten Dark Souls 2 actually multiple times, so it was just kind of like I just wanted something to play for a bit until I got something, and I got over the Shrine of Amana, and I was like, okay, I'm done for now.
That's fair. I'm Shrine of Amana, so
that's Bloodborne for me. When I need just something to play, I'll just play through Bloodborne.
Yeah, and then other than that, I played through Cultic again because episode 2 came out. That was fantastic.
Never heard of it.
Oh, Cultic? Basically, imagine if the old style of FPS, like Duke Nukem 3D and whatnot. Imagine if that had stayed as popular as it was up until the present day, and the type of games they would be making. That's what Cultic is like. Yeah, because episode 2, probably one of the easiest $10 I've ever spent on buying a new part of a game, because the levels are really cool, the guns are great, and just the gunplay is really cool. And the only thing is the final boss is kind of annoying, but not too bad.
That's interesting.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's a ton of fun. It's in episode 2, a lot of the levels are actually pretty long for that type of FPS, but they're designed and paced beautifully, so it never gets it never feels that long. But yeah, definitely check it out. Totally worth it. Then besides that, I played a bunch of Aliens Dark Descent. I didn't beat it. I got a good chunk of the way through it, and then I was realizing what the game was doing, and it kind of became tedious, so I put it down. It was all right.
I own this game. Huh.
Oh, Aliens Dark Descent?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's actually pretty neat.
Yes. I like RTSs, but I suck at them.
It's not like a full RTS. It's more like real-time tactics, I guess is a better way to put it. Yeah. It's just, as I was getting deeper in, I was just kind of seeing what the game was doing and realizing, and it was just kind of turning into a bit of a slog for me, so I put it down. I might go back to it. It is pretty cool. It's actually got a decent setting, and it's kind of fun. If you've ever heard of the game Satellite Rain, which probably well, did you ever hear the old Syndicate games?
I played the EA one, I think it was, on PS3, but I know of them. Yes, I know.
Yeah, well, it's
never gotten far.
It's more similar to those. Yeah, so I put about 20 hours into it and just kind of put it down, but it wasn't bad. Then the other game that I played a bunch of, that I've played through a bunch and just kind of did a couple more playthroughs, was a game called Jupiter Hell, which is a sci-fi turn-based roguelike. That is, yeah, it's based off of what was the Doom roguelike. Essentially, the company decided to kind of make their own spin on it because the guy was making it stopped working on it or something. It's pretty fast paced for a roguelike. You can complete a run in that game in 2 or 3 hours if you're somewhat
fast for a roguelike.
For the kind of roguelike it is, it's relatively fast, and you can get through most areas in 10 or 15 minutes. Essentially, basically, imagine if someone tried to take classic Doom and translate it into a turn-based roguelike. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I have to ask, Colby, since he mentioned an Aliens game, are you going to run down and grab it in the Steam sale? I know how much you love the Alien franchise lately.
Well, I mean, I do love the Alien franchise. I did play that game, and I was not super impressed. That's not the type of game I like. And also, the thing I like about Alien is the slow-paced horror and not the... If you listen to Absolutely the Best podcast, you'll see that I do not like the fast-paced colonial marines action alien shit. So I don't really like most Alien video games because they all try to do the fast-paced colonial marines bullshit.
We'll see. That's just that. Dark Descent isn't like that. If you try to like go really fast in Dark Descent, you'll just get slaughtered.
Okay, I might be thinking of a different one then, like an isometric shooter. I forget what that.
There's a lot of them. Every so often they get in those weird ways and they make a bunch of them for some reason.
Yeah, the way you were talking about it, like I got it in my head. The one that I did play was like isometric. It was more action-y than what you're talking about, though.
Yeah. This one, Dark Descent is generally slower paced, and usually you want to try to avoid getting into combat.
Okay, then I'm into that. So I will check this one out.
Yeah, it's just like either avoid it or manage it properly to avoid negative outcomes. Because like if an alien closes the distance on your dudes, like they just rip them apart pretty quickly.
Nice.
That seems fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
and like
that actually does sound right up my alley.
Yeah, like I said, like I was enjoying it for a while. It's just as I got into it and I was kind of seeing how the game was doing things. And it was just turning into a little bit of a slog, but like it's much more slow paced, and it's kind of like your squad of dudes gets dropped into an area, and you just go throughout the area completing objectives, and when you complete all of them, you move on to the next one. So it's designed where it's like it's supposed to like you essentially you have like multiple like drops or attempts at doing an area. And during the whole time, like there's aliens and the threat level is increasing, and then like your dudes are getting hurt and they have to rest. So it's got kind of like a little bit like the XCOM stuff going on, but it's not turn based. Yeah,
that's interesting. Okay, I might maybe I gotta get to it, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, like I said, I was enjoying it. It's just as I got farther into it, it was turning into more of a slog for me.
I am curious about Alien Fireteam Elite. Every so often I see it, I go, I should check that out someday.
I think that's the one that I'm.
That's the multiplayer one, first-person shooter. Yeah.
Oh, it's a first-person shooter. Then what the hell is that isometric shooter that I was?
I don't know.
Playing it.
I could be wrong. Wait, Fireteam Elite. Let me.
It's like a third-person shooter.
Oh. That's even interesting. I should text my buddy and see if he wants to play this together. He's like, we need to play more multiplayer games together. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, Diablo 2 is right there.
Diablo 3 is right there.
Those are both solo player
3 is the good Diablo.
So that's how I play them. They're solo games. And Ron, if you have any more, we'll come back to you. But I want to hear from Colby if he has a few.
Nope, that was pretty much all of them. Yep.
Okay, Colby, do you have some more?
Okay, yeah, actually I do. I've been playing What the Golf.
Where do all these weird games come from?
Steam. So, What the Golf is I hesitate to call it a golf game. It
only has golf in the title.
Yeah, the point of it is to get stuff in the golf hole, and you are on golf courses, but...
It's no Links 2005.
Sometimes you're instead of hitting a golf ball, you're hitting like a cat to sneak past like guard cats, and sometimes you're hitting the entire golf course to see if you can hit it into like Mars, and sometimes you're hitting the golf club. It's a very strange game. You're not always hitting the golf ball with the golf club. Sometimes you're doing something completely different while the golf club and the golf ball are there. It's not keeping score, so it doesn't really matter how many times you hit the stuff to get it into the hole.
The physics game is what Steam is telling me.
It's a funny physics game. It's also like a puzzly game that's just really stupid and fun, and I think like $4 on Steam.
It is currently on sale for $6.79. It's a $20 game.
Okay. It's a $20 game. I would say it's probably not worth $20, but it's definitely worth $6.79.
Good news, if you hear this the day this episode comes out, it's still on sale. Just for you.
Definitely buy that. Did you ever hear of Wizorb?
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, I agree with him. It does sound vaguely familiar.
Do you know Arkanoid? Breakout?
Yes.
Arkanoid or Breakout, like brick breaking games where the ball is going and you have a little like paddle down at the bottom of the screen. It's one of those, but it's also an RPG. So it's an RPG Arkanoid like. And it is so much fun. It came out like forever ago, but it's one of those games that holds up like crazy. I don't really have a lot to say about it, but if you like Arkanoid and you're like, I sure could use another one of those types of games, Wizorb, Wizorb.
You play some strange games, sir.
If you think that one's strange, wait until you hear about Mess Adventures.
What the fuck is this?
Mess Adventures is one of those unfairly hard games. It's a side-scrolling platformer where you play as this little kid named Mess. It's got very simplistic, like hand-drawn graphics.
Why is his name Mess? Is he just a mess?
I don't know why his name is Mess. There's not really a lot of story to Mess Adventures, but it's one of those games that like you'll be running to the right, as you do in a side-scrolling platformer.
Okay.
And then you'll go to jump over a pit, and at the top of the arc of your jump, you're going to hit a block and then fall down into the pit. So then you've learned that that's there. So you have to do something else to get around the pit. But then when you do that thing and you land on the other side of the pit, if you stand there for a second too long, the floor will move and you'll fall down the pit anyway. So it's one of those types of games where it's hard and mean and funny for the sake of being hard and mean and funny.
Oh, I've heard of those. Yeah, where like it's just like there's always some like it's just like some BS thing always happens essentially.
Yeah. But if you go into it with the mindset of there's going to be some BS things that are about to happen to me, then you'll be fine. You'll have fun because it's really funny. The levels are short enough that you can like figure them out. You just have to be patient. And then sometimes there are Baba Is You type levels. Did either of you play Baba Is You?
No, never heard of it. I've heard of it, I think. It's
a puzzle game where you push like words around.
Oh, I have heard of it.
It'll be like Baba is you, flag is win, door is stop. And then you'll move the stop away from door, and then you'll move the win away from flag and push it to the end of door is, and then you'll have door is win, and then you hit the door, and then you've won. So it's like a word puzzle game.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's amazing, but you really have to be down for that type of thing. But yeah, Mess Adventures is fucking hilarious. I've been playing a little bit more of Castlevania, Dominus, the Dominus collections. Go back and listen to our Castlevania episode.
Are you playing your favorite of the three? Portrait of Ruin?
Oh, Portrait. I actually am playing Portrait of Ruin. I'm like, I'm going to get through this thing. It's not good. It's not good.
I like that game.
I know you do. And like, I get it. It's not bad. I just have a personal vendetta against it. And then, when you play the other ones, you're like, oh yeah, this game's kind of actually, I've been ruined by, what's the other one? What's the good
Order
one in
of Ecclesia?
There? Order of Ecclesia.
I mean, that is the best one. So
it's so good. It's so good. That's like
technically the last one we ever gotten currently. So
yeah, it's my comfort game lately.
Good damn game. Hard as fuck, but damn good game.
I disagree. I don't think it's that hard. It's definitely way easier than I remembered it being. I remembered it being so hard. And then when we played it for the show, I was like, all right, this is doable. It's much easier than I think is advertised.
It's been a while.
Yeah. But the main game I've been playing is Ball Cross Pit, which is a mixture of, it hits like every single one of my like video game things. It is a brick breaker. So it's like Hold Down or any of those brick breakers that you get on your phone where you aim and then it goes up into the bricks and it, breaks them, as the title.
Bounces, yes.
Yeah, they bounce around. So it's one of those. It's also a Vampire Survivors like because it's an auto shooter and you're just walking up this like aisle basically. It's like a hallway. And you're auto shooting and the different balls have different powers and you collect more balls as you go and you shoot them at enemies, which are basically blocks at the top of the screen. And then there's mini bosses and then there's big bosses and then it's also a roguelike, so you build up your balls and you build up your characters and there's like a little city builder where you plant crops and harvest the crops.
Oh, I've heard of that.
To let you build more buildings, and then you build up your elevator to bring it further down. It's post-apocalyptic. It's post-apocalyptic. It's a roguelike. It's a brick breaker. It's a vampire. It's an auto survival shooter. It's everything I want in a video game, and I can't stop playing it. I bought it on Steam. My wife stole my Steam Deck so that she could play Halo with her brother, so I bought it on PlayStation, and now I'm playing it on PlayStation. It's literally it hits every one of my, like, serotonin excreting brain glands. I
know people in the Discord are playing it because I've heard it's been mentioned before a few times.
Yeah, it's so much fun. If you're into any of those things that I just said, it's the best one of, besides Vampire Survivors, I think it's the best auto shooter survival game I've played.
Oh,
it's the best brick breaker I've played. It's one of the best roguelikes I've ever played. It's got like an easy but surprisingly deep city building thing where you upgrade the buildings to upgrade your balls, to upgrade your people. Everything about it is like as streamlined as it can possibly be, and it's perfect. There's no complaints that I have about this game.
That's impressive for you.
Yes. Yeah, I can find flaw in almost anything. This one I've been playing for tons of hours. I have 57.6 hours on Steam, and I probably have 30 on PlayStation right now. So I'm getting up there to like 90 hours, and I got no complaints about this thing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's an amazing game. Put it on your wish list. Wait for it to go on sale,
like right now.
Yeah, check this thing out. I'll be thinking about it. Like, I play a couple rounds when I get home from work. Before I go to bed, I'll play, a round or two. The rounds are like 15 minutes. So it's one of those perfect games if you are looking for something to just pick up and play for a little bit. It's great. It's also on mobile right now. Like, they just put it out on mobile so you can get it for your phone. I think it's $5 on mobile, something like that, maybe 10. But yeah, cheap, Ball Pit. Oof, check it out.
And I forgot, I do have one other game to mention. It's also, you'll hear about on the show in an episode here, like next week, by the time you're hearing this. But the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Splinter Fate game. I bought that game because my friend's like, hey, we should pick this up. 2 of us had it, and I did. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll pick it up. We can play it together. Yeah, I figured we'd play it together once or twice. I'm like, yeah, this game's not that good. I messed around with it a little bit more, and then my buddy's like, okay, why don't you try playing as Leo? Because I think you'll like him. And 50 hours later, I have 78 of the 80 achievements and maxed out the game. And I went, oh, yeah, I do like Leo better. It's a roguelite also. Man, I fell in love with it. It plays like Hades, like what I've been told, with a TMNT splat of paint. And it is fucking... It was like $3 somewhere recently on sale because somebody asked me, and I'm like, $3, it's hella worth it. I loved it. I don't play it anymore unless I'm going to play co-op because there's literally nothing for me to do until they add more stuff to the game. So I'm done for now, but really good game. Way better than it had any right to be. And it's got 3 DLCs out too, which I own all 3, obviously. So I fell in love with it. I don't normally put 50 hours a night, and multiple times like, okay, I'm done playing this. I'm putting this game down. I got other games to play, and I load up and do another run or two.
I mean, that's basically where I'm at with Diablo 2.
Diablo 2 doesn't. I mean, I don't really do runs though, unless you're just running. I mean, I guess you could just go kill the boss and be done.
Well, I mean, it's item farming, and you need to get your levels up so you can get better items. And then you've got to work on unlocking the harder bosses, and you need better items to get to kill the harder bosses to get better items.
Yeah, what you say is all true.
But I was the same way with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that last arcade beat 'em up that came out.
Shredder's Revenge one?
Yeah, I wasn't super impressed with it until I unlocked April. And for some reason, there was something about the way that April played in that game that I was like, oh, I get this now. Because normally with the beat 'em ups, I'm like, all right, play through it. And then...
Yeah.
But that one, I was like, I want to play more of this. And it was when I unlocked April, and I don't know what it was. Casey Jones is also a blast in that game.
I mean, sometimes you just find that right character for you. Like, for me, Leo is a dodge character. So I didn't have to actually dodge because I got to a point where my percentage was so high, you couldn't hit me anymore. So I didn't have to, like, really worry. I would just dash, and that would make you invincible and just do that. And I just fell in love with the game. It is up there now as one of my favorite games. How's
the best Ninja Turtle in it, though?
Which one is your favorite?
Which one? Which one's the best one? It's Donatello.
Leonardo is the best, so I don't know what you're...
Leonardo's a wiener.
Raphael?
No. Donatello!
Oh, I don't like Donatello in that game because he's slower and he's kind of a tank.
Oh.
Yes, I beat the game with him. I
don't like a tank character either.
No, he didn't feel good. He was the one I first played as, and it didn't work for me. And then when I started playing as Leo, then it worked for me. And then I ended up beating the game over 50 times.
Damn.
So I told you, I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
But I ran out of things to do, so I was able to put the game down, unlike Vampire Survivors, where I haven't run out of things to do, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes that's what it takes, getting all the stuff done.
I mean, there's still an achievement to do a perfect run in the game, but I just don't want to slam my head against a wall and try to do a perfect run.
I was that way. There's another Vampire Survivors type game called God of Weapons that I really like, and I was playing the hell out of that. And then the one day I was just like, all right, well, I unlocked all the weapons and everything, so... and I haven't played it since. Sometimes, when a game costs you, less than $20, you get 35 hours out of it. That I would say that's a good deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. You just, play your game to the point and then just walk away.
Yeah, I've actually been getting more and more like that, where I stop trying to force myself to go through a game if I don't want to finish it.
Oh, I do. But I beat it and I walk away.
Well, yeah, and for me, but it's just just in general, where it's just like I have so many games I want to play that it's just like, if a game, if I find myself trying to force my way through a game, it's like, I can just go play a game where I don't feel like I'm forcing myself to get through it.
Yeah, but I'm me because of podcasts. I make a schedule. I must adhere to my schedule. But I'm a very special creature like that. So otherwise, no, I'm not normally like that. Usually when I beat a game, credits roll, game's done. That's it.
Yeah, a lot of times
I just want to beat it. I mean, there have been a few games where I've given up on. I said, fuck this shit. There were a few last year where I just couldn't do it. One was Diddy Kong Racing. I couldn't finish that game. The game is hard. I had a hard time with that game.
Man, people love Diddy Kong Racing. I'm sure they were pissed at you for not finishing that thing.
All the mean things I said about that game too in that episode. Go check it out. Another one, that episode, Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer. I couldn't finish that game either. It just beat the shit out of me. Even with save states, I couldn't get through it. I was like, what the fuck?
I haven't played that game since it came out on 64, but yeah, I feel like
keep it that way. Don't go back.
No, it's just like from what I remember as a kid, it just gets kind of ridiculous later on.
It does.
I had a surprising amount of... I didn't beat it when they re-released it, but I played so much of that on Dreamcast. I had a surprising amount of muscle memory for that game.
Well, surprised.
Yeah, no, towards the end, towards the end of the game, I did stop playing the remake or the remaster or whatever it was that they put out not that long ago. But I got through more of it than I thought I would. But it is a fun game. I like it.
I hated it. But...
I also don't blame anybody for not liking it.
He put it on the pile. He put it on his Star Wars games I dislike pile right next to KOTOR 2.
KOTOR 2 was... Hey, I bought that Funko Pop from KOTOR 2 for $5. It was $5.
No, seriously, you might just get the Switch version. Like it's like busted in the best way possible. You'll love it because you'll like be a quarter of the way through the game and be like max level, and you'll just annihilate everything.
I'm good. I beat it. Hey, I played through it. I beat it. I did my part. I'm good. I don't need to touch it again.
Hell yeah, I agree.
So.
Oh, I love KOTOR 2.
I know.
Yeah, a lot of people do. It's just not up my alley.
This might shock you, Colby, but Mario likes it too a lot.
Yeah,
Doesn't
well,
that shock you?
Mario and I have the most opposite taste in everything that I've ever... Hi, Mario. You and I don't agree on anything. Which he knows. This is not new information.
I know. That's why I had to make the joke. I've argued with him too with some of his opinions. I'm like, Mario, I don't understand.
Yeah, you and I disagree a lot, but Mario and I disagree 100% of the time.
Well, and at least my experience with him, just on other episodes, he's very passionate about what he does like.
He is.
Which, hey, if that's his thing, that's his thing.
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
Yeah, I like Resident Evil a lot. I'm not quite as passionate about it, but hey, man, if that's his thing, that's his thing.
No, he's a great guy. We have to give him shit because I know he'll listen to this.
Yeah.
All right. Any other games, or should we go on to movies?
Yeah, I'm good on games.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So I'll start the movies. I got a bunch, so I might not read them all in one go if I can find it. All right. Now, first, I rewatched Pulp Fiction. Ooh. That movie still holds up, by the way.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Still good. I was unsure if it would still hold up in today's world. Still does. It was fun. Had a good time with it. So that was nice. Then I also watched Sister Act for the first time. That wasn't
Were you being punished or something?
My wife was watching it, and I was editing, so I'm like, sure, I'll sit down and watch this with you. So I watched the second movie, and then I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to see the first half now, so it makes more sense. Sister Act is not a bad movie.
It's not. It's not a bad movie.
I don't like 2, but the first one is not bad.
Yeah. Whoopi,
it's been a very long time since I watched
Whoopi Goldberg is funny. Was funny back then, is funny still, I think, to this day. Her stand-up is really good. And I think she's
just dumb.
I think she's good in movies, too.
She's good as Guinan in Star Trek Next Generation.
Sure.
That's for sure. She's really good in that show. But Sister Act's actually really fucking funny. Like, I'm like, this shouldn't be that funny, but I'm enjoying this movie. Then we tried watching the second one, and I'm like, this is stupid. And I just turned it off. I was like, I don't even, like, I'm not watching this.
Sister Act definitely didn't need a sequel.
No, it did not. I mean, the first one's fun. The second one is just dumb. Like, oh, they need my help, so I'm gonna go back to the church, like, because the school needs my help that I went to when I was a kid. That's not a good enough reason. I did not appreciate it. So, yeah, that's some of the stuff that I have some other movies, but I'll wait to come back to those. I have a whole bunch. And what about you?
So, I don't normally watch a lot of movies, but I did recently go and watch the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie. I really liked it.
Good movie, Ashley.
I really liked it, especially as someone who has actually played a lot of the D&D version that it kind of is basing things around, and also ran a lot of that. There's a ton of little like references and things in it that if you are someone who actually plays D&D, you will get. The whole paladin character being a DMPC is actually really funny once you notice it. In Honor Among Thieves, there's that one guy who shows up. He's the paladin, and he's the best guy ever.
It's been a while. I saw it in theaters. Yeah. I don't remember it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't see it at all.
Oh yeah, it's like basically at some point in the movie, like part through the movie, this guy shows up and he's a paladin, and he's like the best paladin that ever paladined. And if you actually play D&D, you suss out pretty quickly that it's just like, oh, this is a character that like a DM put in, and it's his own special boy character, and then it's actually really funny.
I haven't
there's
played
even like
D&D a long time.
and then there's and then there's actually even stuff in it that in the fight with the big bad at the end, if you understand how initiative and how combat rounds work in D&D, if you're paying attention, the stuff they do actually matches up with that. And, like everyone acts in like a proper initiative order, and like things are timed properly to what the book says it should be. It's really neat.
I do want to rewatch that movie, but I don't think I wouldn't have caught any of these references.
Like I said, it's stuff that it's just like if you play D&D, you'll be like, oh wait, oh yeah, like it's just like it actually matches up. Like it's the kind of thing which like you can tell that like the people who made it definitely like play D&D and know it pretty well. Because there's even stuff where because there's a character who's a barbarian, and you can clearly tell when they use their barbarian rage, but it doesn't like look like dumb. It's just like if you play D&D, you're like, oh, they're using their rage ability here.
Okay, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and
I just remember having fun with the movie. So
oh yeah, it's just that, and it's just kind of like a fun movie overall. But that's pretty much it for me for movies that I've watched. I don't really watch a lot of like TV or anything. I just have videos on YouTube.
I understand. I do too. And Colby, what about you?
I don't usually rewatch movies, but I rewatched 2 movies lately. In the Absolutely the Best Discord, we have been playing this game where you like guess movie stuff, and one of the things recently was Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and I'm like, man, I remember loving that movie when I was a kid. I'm like, I wonder if it holds up. And then I rewatched it, and I was like, okay, this movie it's not as like amazing as I remembered it. Besides the visuals, like it looks so incredible, but it's really a pretty standard movie. Nothing offensive about it, like nothing ages poorly, but it's just like there's a lot of stuff in the movie that you can tell is just there to do a cartoon gag, which always looks good, but like I would say it holds up, but like don't take your nostalgia glasses off. It's not like an incredible movie. It's a serviceable movie with incredible visual effects.
Yeah,
I've never seen it actually.
Yeah, and a lot of the there's stuff in that movie that like once you realize that the companies behind the characters demanded equal screen time, you'll be like, oh, this is why this happened.
Yeah.
To make sure the characters get equal screen time.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff that happens just for, like I said, just for a visual gag, but like it's cool to see like real smoke coming out of, a cartoon character, or like just the way that they interact is really, really good.
Yeah.
I need to check it out someday.
Yeah,
it's definitely worth checking out. It's really like and he's definitely right about like the visuals where they mesh live action and cartoons in a really cool way that really hasn't been matched since. And like there's even stuff they do that is just the animators showing off, because like there's one scene where Roger Rabbit, who's he's Cartoon Rabbit, and he's in a room with a swinging light, and they animated the shadows of the light swinging back and forth, which like triples or quadruples the amount of work they have to do, but they did it just to be like, yep, we can do this.
It's impressive.
Yeah,
it's a very impressive movie. And then the other thing I rewatched, because it won several Oscars, and I was like, hell yeah, this movie rocks, is Sinners.
No, I haven't seen that.
This is a good movie.
It is incredible. It is like one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's so like engaging. All of the acting is great. The music is spectacular. And then like when the horror twist happens, it's like real nice and bloody and like all the stuff that you want for these characters happens. It's an incredibly well made film with maybe the best soundtrack I've ever heard, and just a really good movie. It should have won Best Picture, I think.
It is a really good movie. I saw it too last year. I really liked it.
Yeah, it's just as good as you remember. I actually liked it better the second time because you pick up on stuff, that is going to happen, and that ending is so good. It's just amazing. It's an amazing movie. Like,
yeah, you should watch it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Ron, it's worth it.
No, I'll have to check it out sometime.
Normally, when people overhype a movie, I'm extremely disappointed in it, and then I end up hating it. But this movie was hyped up maybe more than any movie I've ever seen got hyped up, and then I watched it expecting to hate it, and I was blown away by it. But yeah, those are the movies that I watched.
Okay. And so I have a whole nother set of movies that I want to mention. So I've been on a Bond kick because they're on Netflix for now. They're probably going away next month, knowing Netflix. So I'm trying to get them. I'm trying to watch as many as I can before they go away again for years. So I watched Man with the Golden Gun. It was fine. It's kind of cartoony. It's kind of dumb.
Man with the Golden Gun is my favorite Bond movie.
It's not bad. Roger Moore has some decent movies. The Spy Who Loved Me, that is such a good movie. I still really like that one. It's the first Jaws movie.
Yeah, I think Man with the Golden Gun is it's not the best Bond movie.
It's a good one.
But it's my favorite one. Christopher Lee, he's so good in it.
Yes, he is. And then I watched Moonraker. That movie is so fucking stupid. I didn't hate it as much, but it's a dumb movie. But then they course corrected, and then they have For Your Eyes Only, which I've seen that movie so many times as a kid. That movie I still really like that movie.
Yeah. Yep, that one's really good.
That holds up after all these years. Octopussy, fine. It's dumb again, but it was fine. And I've seen it. I've never seen the whole movie, I realized. I had no memory of it all, but it was fine. And then Never Say Never Again, the last Sean Connery movie that is a Bond film, but a non-Eon film. That movie's just stupid.
Oh, it's really bad.
It's just dumb. And he's too old to be playing the part.
Yeah. And it's not a good movie.
No.
It's
not. It's not even based off a good movie.
If they would have compensated for him being old by making it part of it, but they don't. And that one's a rough one. We just rewatched the Bond movies a couple of years ago, and
oh, good. Yeah, you're set for a while.
Yeah, I was shocked. We have the DVDs of them, so I don't need to wait. I don't need to watch them when they're on Netflix. I have the box set.
I never bought it. I remember when I was younger, I wanted to, but I'm just I wouldn't have it if I would have. So I'm not upset about it.
Yeah, I think Roger Moore probably has my favorite movies, but I still think Daniel Craig is the best Bond. Those movies, man. I
haven't watched them in a while. I'm going through it completely in order, so when I get there, so then I watched A View to a Kill, the first Timothy Dalton movie. Man, Dalton was a good fucking Bond. I have never seen either of his movies until last week, and I was like, damn, these are good movies.
Yeah.
Living Daylights and both of them. Living Daylights, if that's the second one. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, wait. It's Living Daylights and License to Kill. View to a Kill is the dumb last Roger Moore movie. Never mind, I got them confused. I didn't write this down.
Well, there License to Kill, a million of them. I also got confused.
License to Kill was really good and violent. This is not your normal Bond film. And fuck Timothy Bond. View to Kill is just stupid. Yeah. I got nothing to... Christopher Walken as a villain is just a dumb movie.
And he has.
I didn't mind it, but it's a dumb movie.
Yeah, he has a really dumb reason for being a villain too.
He's Russian.
That's the one where they're taking over the news. He wants to take over.
No, that's coming up soon. No, A View to a Kill is Christopher Walken is a Russian agent who decides he doesn't really want to work with the Russians anymore, so he's going to destroy a city or something and I don't even remember it. It's dumb.
Good Lord.
He gets caught because he was of horses. He was breeding horses, and he ends up getting noticed because he was illegally using steroids. That's,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's dumb. Then there's GoldenEye, which still is a fucking perfect movie after all these. Still good.
Only good Pierce Brosnan one.
Then now to get to the other one that you were talking about, with the one with the newspaper, that's Tomorrow Never Dies.
Okay.
That movie the plot is stupid, but the movie is fine. But the plot awful. I'm going to start a war so I can sell more newspapers.
Yep, that's right.
Like, buddy, you're already rich enough. Look at you were able to afford a stealth ship. You got money. You're fine.
Yeah. I think the problem was that when we watched them, we watched like one a day for like
over a month.
It was over 6 weeks, but it was like averaging one every day, and they do blend together.
They do. I had to take a break for a little bit and step away from them, and now I'm trying to go back because I'm pretty sure I'm running out of time.
Just buy the box set.
I'm caught up to The World Is Not Enough, the third Pierce Brosnan movie, so
take a break, save your money that you would have spent on Funko Pops, and buy something that's worth the money.
I'm not spending money on them. It's just my Netflix.
I mean, I feel like if you wanna spend money on not Funko Pops, like almost anything, even just being like, I'm gonna buy a bunch of candy bars is better than buying Funko Pops. Like,
disagree. What?
I mean, okay, you could have a Funko Pop, or like how much are Funko Pops? Like $10 or $15?
$15 now, but also I'm
$15?
diabetic, so I shouldn't have candy bars.
But the thing is, with $15,
still do.
You could buy enough candy bars that like your blood sugar will stay just fine for a while.
Yeah, because I'll be dead.
The James Bond collection on Blu-ray is $60. So
but I don't want to own
Funko
them.
Pops.
I want to be able to pick them up, put them on a streaming, watch it on my TV, go downstairs, edit a podcast, put it on my phone. Hey, I can't do that with a DVD, sir.
Listen. Hold on. I was going to say something, and then I realized actually I would have rather had the Funko Pops. It was the rare situation. I was going to say I'd rather buy like Resident Evil Umbrella Corps for $60 and buy 4 Funko Pops, but I think in that instance, I'd rather have the Funko Pops.
Hey, I have a Funko Pop actually coming. I think it's supposed to come today or tomorrow, the Black Ranger, because I'm going to get that signed from Power Rangers. Both the Black Rangers, the original ones, are coming to a con I'm going to this winter, so they're going to be signing some Funko Pops for me. Hey, Funko Pops are really awesome when you got them signed. We have a Terrifier, one signed by 3 different people. That's pretty damn cool. That Tiff has gotten. So they're fine. I like them too much, but I like them. I have too many of them. All right, that's all I have for movies. Colby, why don't you start us off for TV?
I only have one. I mean, on television, I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm not going to talk about it because I already talk about it on a different podcast. It's called This Bizarre Adventure, and you can listen to that wherever you're listening to this podcast.
Be a link in the show notes.
So, the new JoJo season, the first episode came out, Steel Ball Run. It's fantastic. I just right before we started recording, I put out the episode that we recorded about the first episode of Steel Ball Run. So we're actually doing this as it comes out. But besides that, I did binge watch the show Search Party. Have either of you heard of
I've
Search
never heard
Party?
of it.
Nope, I have not heard of that.
Okay, it started off there was 3 seasons on a network, and then it got canceled, and then HBO bought it, and it came back for the last 2 seasons on HBO. And it's a story about a group of college friends who one of the people who go to their college goes missing, and they go looking for her. And it goes places that you don't expect. It's a show that I could never, you know how you'll be watching a show and you'll be like, oh yeah, this is going to happen to this person, and then, whatever. I was never able to pin down what was going to happen on this show the entire 5 seasons. It's quite a ride. It's 5 seasons. The episodes are half an hour. I think there's 15 episodes a season. And I binged this thing in less than a week. It is so good. I don't even want to spoil it, but there's each season has sort of an arc from beginning to end, and it just gets crazier as the seasons go, to the point where you think that the last shot of the show is going to be her thinking about what she started the show with, and then going, oh, I better, if that's what's going to happen, then I'm not going to do that. But it goes all sorts of places. Did you watch Arrested Development?
No, I never have, unfortunately.
I've seen Arrested Development.
Okay, it's the girl who plays the cousin, maybe?
Okay.
The cousin that Michael Cera is like obsessed with. She's the main character in the show. And she's a really good actor. By the end of it, they get like a lot of really good like cameo guest stars. Because I guess a lot of people were like huge fans of this show. So like Wallace Shawn is in it. Who I'm trying to think of some of the other like celebrities who are in it. And I can't right now. But just check it out. But do get through the first like 2 episodes because it does start pretty slow. But once it picks up, it gets really insane.
Huh. Seems neat.
What was this called again?
Search Party.
Okay. Was it streaming anywhere?
It is currently on HBO Max.
Okay, so watch it while you can.
It isn't. I was going to say it is an HBO show, so they probably.
No, that doesn't mean nothing. HBO.
Yeah.
They're really bad with that. Like they are worse than any other company when it comes to their stuff.
Watch it quick.
They will just take stuff off and sell it to somebody else to put on their network. This happened to me multiple times. So speak from experience. All right, Ron, do you have any shows?
Not really. I've been watching a bunch of random clips of Mr. In Between on YouTube, but I haven't actually sat down and watched the show.
All right. So I have a few shows to mention that I've watched. So I ended up watching season 4 of Bridgerton when that came out. I saw 1 and 2, but I never saw 3 or 4. So I watched 4 and I'm like, this doesn't make a lot of sense. So then me and Tiff watched 3. I actually like that show. Bridgerton is pretty good on Netflix. I was surprised. And then I also watched Queen Charlotte, which is in between season 2 and 3, but it's like a prequel kind of to the show. It was also really good. And then I've been on a weird kick where every year I watch Formula One Drive to Survive. I just watched season 8. That's a decent show, actually. It's essentially, they talk about, it's F1 racing, what the previous season was, who won, how it went, stuff like that, the drama. Actually pretty fucking interesting. So then I started rewatching the show, and I've already watched the first 2 seasons again. I don't know why, but I'm really enjoying it. I've seen it before, by the way. But I'm just like, okay, I'm going to watch all 8 seasons again for some reason. I don't know what it is. I could care less about racing. You wouldn't catch me watching a single race of F1, but for some reason, I really enjoy this show. But yeah, I will not watch this. I do not care about racing at all. But this is fun. I recommend it, actually. I like all those shows, like when they have the basketball ones, the football ones. Like, there is something fun to me where they recap the season of a sport that I have no interest in watching, actually. I like it. It's fun. I don't know. I do the wrestling one now, Unreal. That's actually really good, too. And I could give a shit about wrestling.
What's that one about?
The wrestling, like, from WrestleMania or so. They'll talk about, like, the different events they did and how they went up, stuff like that, and talk about wrestling in general. It's actually pretty interesting. There's 2 seasons so far of Unreal, it's called, on Netflix.
That one I'll have to check out.
I enjoyed it. There's another part coming out for season 2 still, once they get farther into the year. But it's actually pretty fun. Like, we're talking about how they were like, this guy was supposed to have broken his leg, but he didn't actually break his leg. And then his daughter went and told the teacher, like, oh, he didn't actually break his leg. He's like, please don't say anything. Like, this is stuff we're doing. Just don't worry about it. But it was just really interesting. Again, I can give a shit about wrestling, but I like learning about behind the scenes of sports, or in that case, a drama.
I've been here and there dipping my toe back into wrestling, like not like watching it, but like paying attention to what's going on. It's always interesting because it's wrestling.
I am watching AEW a little bit. I have completely given up on WWE. I thought once Vince left, I was like, all right, maybe it's going to get good again. It somehow got worse. So I'm forget this.
I saw some stuff about John Cena's retirement and how they botched that apparently, and
yeah, they talk about it in that show I was watching. They didn't say about it, but again, it's from their point of view. So
I don't think they botched it. People wanted John Cena to win his last match, and like that's not how it works.
Well, especially since kind of like his whole thing was that
he had never.
Well, the whole thing was that like he wasn't really like a heel for a long time. At least not like in a traditional heel sense. He's been in the past, but more recently he's been a face for a long time, and they wanted to have like a big heel turn and then have him switch back to face, and
they
like,
definitely botched.
yeah. And also part of that was like John Cena has never, until his retirement, he never lost a match by submission. He never tapped out. It was a slogan of his and everything. And
they had him tap out for his last match then or something.
Yeah. Oh. And a lot of people really didn't like how that played out. Especially a lot of people really didn't buy his heel turn in his last year, and that played into it.
They thought it was. They think it's fake or something.
No. Well, no, it's not. It's not like they're at a point where nowadays everyone knows it's a story, but they're like, in terms of telling a cool, meaningful story, that's where they botched it apparently.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I was actually in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. I actually did some wrestling. You might find this hard to believe, but I was also a heel.
That I can't believe.
And it's way more fun, but like John Cena is real bad at it. And they did botch up his story. They messed that up really bad. But I think having him tap out to put over, who he was fighting, like, that's a big deal to make John Cena tap out. So like, I see why they did that. I don't know. I think that his last match was fine, but I've never been I like John Cena in like movies and stuff, but I've never been a fan of him as a wrestler. I always thought he was like
decent,
kind of overrated as far as like his actual wrestling stuff went.
Well, he's also kind of the last of like the Attitude Era guys.
Yeah.
Was he? He was past the Attitude Era, wasn't he? That's when I used to pay attention, sort of, because I had friends.
He came up. He came up like right at the at the end of it.
Yeah, he was at the ass end of Attitude.
Okay, yeah. I was gone by then.
But he's really considered like the last of like that type of like wrestler and their persona. So him retiring is a big deal.
Okay. He said he's just too old for it. It was just too hard on his body.
Well, yeah,
makes sense.
He's just he's either pushing 50 or in his 50s at this point.
He's got to be in his 50s.
Yeah.
He only wrestled for so long. So, all right. Anything else to mention? I think we covered everything.
John Cena's only.
How old is he?
We're talking about how old he is. He's 1 year older than I am. He's 48.
Oh, jeez.
He's really old then, huh,
Colby? Hilarious. But yeah, he looks rough. He looks rough for being my age.
Well, I'm assuming body slamming people does that to you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And eventually you start getting to that point where like it catches up to you. It doesn't matter how hard you try. You start hitting the mid to late 40s and living that life. It starts catching. There's just no way around it. And you don't want to end up like Terry Funk or Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a documentary about it. Interesting.
Well, Ric Flair's whole thing is that like essentially he has issues separating his wrestling persona and his
yes.
Yeah, and his non-wrestling persona. And that's
the same person.
Yeah, well, it's
they are to him.
Yeah, he has a hard time separating the two, and that's what gets him into trouble.
I watched some interesting stuff about him too. So I watch a lot of documentaries. That's why I'm watching the Formula One stuff for some random reason. Really fucking good. I don't understand. All right, that's enough. I think we should go to plugs then. And Colby, where can people find you at?
Oh, well, I already talked about This Bizarre Adventure. I already talked about Absolutely the Best Podcast, A Work in Progress, where we're talking about the Alien and the Predator movies. And unfortunately, the Alien versus Predator movies, woof. Those are worse than you remember. Listen to the episodes. Apparently, we got some people arguing because we were talking about Alien versus Predator Requiem and how confusing it was. And apparently there are people defending that movie.
I never saw it.
I guess. It's awful.
So there is
That's what I've heard.
There is exactly one scene I remember from all of the Aliens versus Predator movies. It is the part where a predator they're in like a snowy place, and a predator like leaps up and does this cool spin move to stab an alien with a spear.
That's Alien versus. That's the very end of Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, like that is the only scene of that entire of all of those movies I remember.
There's only two for the record.
Alien versus Predator should have been called Boring Humans, because there's barely any Alien versus Predator. It's almost all boring humans.
No.
That I remember.
But yeah, check out the episodes. If you're thinking about revisiting Alien versus Predator, listen to those episodes of Absolutely the Best Podcast and skip watching the movies.
Some point.
I'd rather just like reread the comics and also read the Superman versus Alien comics, which are actually pretty decent.
You need to get to those. I'm sure Rich would do it with me.
I haven't read those. But yeah, besides that, Jack Billings Presents. It's a scripted audio sitcom, and it gets really weird, and it gets really dirty, and it gets really weird.
Yeah, I'm on it too.
So check that out.
Sometimes.
Mike Albertin's on it. Phoebe Stanton is on it. The episode that I'm editing now has our very own Zach Hugethanks in it. It had Kyle Gorman is in it. There's a lot of people from Games My Mom Found in that podcast.
I'm waiting for you to ask me to be on it again when my character comes back.
It'll be there. It'll be Mike plays a foot pervert named Reggie Raleigh, who is the shoe salesman and also foot pervert.
And I play it great.
And he plays it so good. Mike has such a good voice for doing like a character. Like if you don't mind what I'm about to say is not an insult. You have a Muppet quality to your voice, and it is delightful.
I do a voice for that one, obviously.
Yes.
That's the first time I've ever done it. Like, it made me want to look into voice acting. I have not, but it made me think about, like,
You're like very natural at it, and the voice that you do is so funny.
So check him out. It's a good show.
Check him out.
All right. And then if you enjoyed this episode, over 900 other episodes of this podcast. We do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content. We do have a Discord. If you want to support the show, you can vote in our Discord. We have 1 to 2 polls. Currently 2 polls. Next month 2, because I just keep doing that until I get burned out again on it. Because I want to give more to the patrons and make it more worth their $1. And if you donate $10 or more, I will plug your podcast or YouTube every episode I make during that month. And those plugs don't go away. Like these lovely people, Phoebe Stanton, the Let's Play Princess. You can follow her on YouTube and Twitch and check out her podcast, Nerds of Broadcast. And we already mentioned it multiple times. Check out Absolutely the Best Podcast. Also, you can hear about the Alien movies and Marvel movies if you want to hear that. And I want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro creator, Elena at Hell Has Free. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And also make sure you check out Bill Tucker's podcast, Gamer Looks at 40, and his new show, Carrying My Cross. It's Bill. They're very good shows. They're well done. And yeah, their Discord. If you want to be on the show, you want to suggest things for the show, join the Discord. We're always happy to get new people on here. I do my best to have lots of new faces. So if you're listening to the show, you've been interested, check us out. Join the Discord. Chat with me. It needs all the damn time. I record too much.
And speaking of Bill,
yes,
he's on Absolutely the Best Podcast for the ranking of the Metroid games episode.
Oh yeah, and Phoebe.
And Phoebe's in that too.
I had you both on. I had both of them on for a podcast later that day, and they were both exhausted.
Yeah, well, we recorded for 3 fucking hours, and then they went another 45 minutes after that.
It's a long time.
Maniacs.
It is the 40th anniversary of Metroid this year. I need to do an episode on it too.
Yeah,
but I won't rank
Metroid
them.
Episode.
Yeah, I haven't done any since you and Zach joined the Discord. Like, I have not covered a Metroid thing since then. Since after that, I have no interest in the ones that are left. That's the problem.
What's left?
Metroid Prime 2, 3, Metroid Other M.
Never heard of it.
Federation Force.
Ooh.
Yeah, nothing I want to play.
Metroid. You don't have to do Federation Force.
2, not going to.
Oh
Metroid
my god,
Pinball,
dude! Yeah.
Prime Hunters. Yeah. All shit I don't want to play.
Did you do 1?
I did Zero Mission, but not 1 itself. I meant to do an episode on 1 at some point with you and Zach, but I haven't actually ever cemented that idea. But I thought about it.
All right. Well, let's do 1. And then you're done with Metroid games.
I know. I always want to play Prime 2, but I'm like, I don't think I actually want to play this. I don't think my heart's in it.
Prime games are overrated.
All right, and I should say, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, and rate and reviews wherever you get your podcast. Everything I need to say, so we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.